mixing out too much. Here comes the
Anti-patch plus the kill Tempest landed.
Boy, and the Mustalon Slane gonna go in for the kill, and that is gonna be Demigod.
The teleport also comes in as well. Nocturne with the paranoia. They got in like secure the. Oh, okay, there's a flash in, and Pickups. Habol dito. Wow, the damage.
And we are back. Welcome back to the Garena LOL Collision League Summer 2017. My name is Vulcan, and with me is Chisto, your shoutcasters, entering the Game 3 of the Best of 5 series between UPLB versus DLSUD Dasmariñas.
Of course, we are in the third and possibly last game of the series. UPLB only one win away from taking home the championship, but for DLSUD, this is the game where they have to toss everything, all of their secret strategies,
But Chisto, not the game itself. Do not toss the game. But right now, let's see it. Moving on to the drafting phase for Game 3. We're at match point where UPLB great game in Game 2 where the first Baron was secured by DLSUD Dasmariñas, but that didn't stop UPLB from securing the second and possibly the third, and then the game itself. Let's see, will DLSUD Dasmariñas shake things off entering this third game?
Yeah, let's hope they aren't as flustered as they could be, because they are facing a lot of pressure at the moment. Being down 0-2 in a best of 5 is such a daunting challenge to face. So let's see, what can DLSUD offer for this, and for UPLB, they will be picking up the first pick Tahm Kench. As we saw in the first game, really worked wonders for them, shutting down the Ash pick of DLSUD.
Interesting though, I mean, they're on the blue side and they take away the Tahm Kench. What does that mean, Chisto?
It means that they want more safety options, because Tahm Kench does provide that Devour, and having that semi-global in Abyssal Voyage can go for these huge flank plays onto the members of DLSUD. But with that being said, DLSUD will take away the Shen. Very interesting, because during that first game when we saw Tahm Kench, Shen was the other layer of protection, but with that being said, that being denied, it's now on the side of DLSUD. The tables might have turned.
Yeah, I know it's weird, because normally when you're blue side and you're going for higher priority, isn't it the Shen, the top lane, very volatile, very useful compared to the Tahm Kench? That's why I was confused. Why Tahm Kench, not the Shen? And because of this, look at that, they take away the Shen and the Kha'Zix, because we saw this Kha'Zix in Game 2 where Slane got the resets. Great mechanics when it comes to moving around the map and using the environment to his advantage.
Yeah, and I really have to agree with you. The Kha'Zix, one of the strongest junglers at the moment. Once you get that Duskblade, you're just going to dish out so much damage. But looking at what DLSUD has picked up here, the Vayne being locked in, they're going for broke now. I mean, Vayne, Vladimir, carries all around. They're going to try and keep their championship dreams alive.
So again, to the viewers out there, if you're rooting for your school, let us know in the chat box there. This is going to be match point. Let's see, will the Green Patriots try their hardest to deny a clean game and possibly come back with a 2-1 in this third game? We'll see. But for UPLB getting more... Wait, what is this?
It's an Alistar support.
Yeah,
Tahm Kench is going top lane.
Yeah, this is...
Ooh,
debated.
So the Tahm Kench is actually going to be laning versus Shen, and this is very interesting. A switch up by UPLB. Personally, I do not think Tahm Kench is the strongest top laner at the moment, and given that he had so much priority in the draft, given that UPLB did first pick him, I wonder how are they going to make use of this Tahm Kench this game.
I'm pretty skeptical why they went for the top Tahm Kench, because most of the
they're switching it up. Oh, we have seen top Alistar. Let's see how this will pan out. They're bamboozling us. It will be the top Tahm.
It'll be the top Tahm Kench against the Shen. So looks like Slane will be on this Xingqiao, because I thought it would be a top Xingqiao. It can work both ways, but a jungle Tahm Kench is practically useless.
You don't want to say useless on a champion that has been locked in, but given that this top...
in the jungle itself, it's practically useless, because...
you can eat jungle monsters.
You can't eat the big ones. Your clear is going to be super slow until you're level 6.
You can go for ganks. Good lord. That's your use to the team, but With that being said, top Tahm Kench, we don't see this pick very often, very rare, given that Tahm Kench is more tailored to be a support pick. So let's see how UPLB decides to play with his top Tahm Kench.
Let's go on to the Rift. Game 3, match point 4. UP Los Baños, where we will be seeing perhaps a comeback game.
Oh, I want to see a fight.
DLSUD Dasmarine, yes. Oh, what's this?
I want to see a fight happen, Vulcan.
I've been in this place before. Slowly roaming around the map.
Oh.
Oh. Oh.
Oh.
Oh. Wait.
They're so close.
Oh. The ward's right there.
Ah, they're so close to each other.
Wait.
Oh no. UPLB, they see this.
Oh, don't go for it. But a love tap right there from the Ezreal. Spots out 5 members.
Oh, that was so close to being a level 1 fight. Would have been.
That was tense.
Yeah, that was definitely tense. But Eminem, be very careful.
Stop. Nope, nope. Very close call. That's
just
more,
poking.
more of a, it's like more of a what you call it, more of love taps here. But doesn't this actually give away too much information for UPLB, knowing that DLSUD, they did not have a successful 1v1 or an invade?
Yeah, that will give them info, and Darius actually trying to run interference here, but did he try to bite off more than he can shoot?
Uh-oh.
Did Bad God start taunt? I don't think so.
He started with his Q. Most probably his Q to call him his Twilight Blade. But we'll see here.
He started taunt.
Oh, he started taunt. Wait, what? Why didn't he go for the taunt then in the red side?
Very interesting choices by both teams here, and Slide, he has been spotted out.
Aye, that's going to be a bad call here. Goes on to the Vayne. Wigato pumps that barrier, and the healer is in play. Wigato survives that engage. Flash burn by K. That will be 4, oh my god, 3 members collapsing on the UP Los Baños, but the first spell will be going for the Green Patriots.
Everyone's
goes
here.
in for the flash, gets the kill onto K. Meanwhile, a teleport did happen. We see Mad God there, but his sacrifice will not be in vain here. Buying some time for Wigato on this Vayne. Pumps the heal on MNF. He's very slow. He has the red buff, has the slow. One more tumble, shoot out into the trick here, and the basic attack plus the reset from the tumble will take the kill.
Okay, so under 3 minutes, 4 kills going over to DLSUD, and 3 of them went to the Vayne. That is huge for them.
Okay, we can conclude the game right here, I guess. Congratulations to the Green Patriots here.
Don't
securing game 3.
It's 3 minutes into the game, Vulcan. You don't want to count out any team. I mean, this is still just the laning phase. Things still could go wrong for DLSUD if they don't play around with this lead properly. But with that being said, a 3-minute BF sword for Wigato's Vayne. That's gonna be such a pain to deal with. Man.
Yeah, when you're talking about...
We did see a level 1 fight.
Yeah, but not in the jungle. Not in the jungle. Not in the jungle, but still. Looks like 3 kills on the Vayne, immediately picking up the BF sword. I can already see how this is gonna turn out. I mean, oh my god, looks like maybe this could be the game that the Green Patriots can come back, because pretty much sure when the Vayne is 3-0 at 4 minutes into the game, that's pretty much a done deal, in my opinion.
Yeah, I have to agree with you right there. This is probably the best case scenario of a start for DLSUD if they want to begin their reverse sweep in this best of 5. And getting 3 kills onto Vayne, that is massive. I cannot stress hard enough how big of a lead that is for this Vayne, because Ezreal will be buying Tear of the Goddess. He won't get that late game scaling as quickly as this Vayne now.
Won't have any damage for trade-offs, and we're talking about a Leona support. I can spell disaster. Smell it already brewing in the bot lane here. They have to depend on Wigato's Vayne if they wish to deny a clean sweep from UP Los Baños.
Yeah, but we have seen teams play around too much with their lead, and, you know, comebacks do happen even though early game doesn't go the way of your lineup. Let's see how will UPLB weather the storm, but whoa, there's a guy in the bot lane.
There comes Slane, goes on to Wigato, and that might be the shutdown here. Wigato, yes, will be giving the shutdown to Ben, so looks like the 3 kills for the Vayne actually gave more gold for that Benz to get that shutdown.
Yeah,
and Bloodstain's running the Kleptomancy.
Like I said, if you don't play around with your lead properly, UPLB, they're still trying to punish us even though Wigato was ahead. If he CC'd for days, he won't be able to dish out his damage, and just a great gank setup coming right there with the Alistar lockdown as well as Slime moving around the vision of DLSUD.
And when you're talking about, let's say, the fact that not playing around your lead, what does that mean, Gista? I mean, does that mean that, hey, okay, you got a good lead, whoop-de-doo, let's just come back to our same strat? Is that a team's weakness, perhaps?
I would say it's a weakness, but teams do tend to play more complacent if they have a goal lead, especially early into the game. They can get overconfident, try to overreach, and not respect that their opponent can still outplay them even though from behind.
Wait, I'm gonna try and say something in Tagalog. That, wait. Walang lakas is that the right way to say it?
What do you mean?
It's like there's no strength when you're alone, but always there's more strength in numbers.
Are you trying to say walang malakas sa marami?
Is that right? Oh yeah, I think that's how you say it. Thanks for that.
Yeah, so Stable can learn Tagalog. Yeah. So if they all collapse onto the Venus 5, like you said,
That's how you say it.
walang malakas sa marami.
Walang malakas sa marami.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how you say it.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's what we're seeing right now in the bot lane. And I think the confidence that the Green Pages are having right now, again, maybe we can use that phrase against them.
Yeah, maybe it'll work in their favor, man. Oh, that was very close.
Very close call for the combo to land on this Alistar, but immediately look at Wigato calling in the Stand United. Benz goes to the turret, but look at the flash taunt from Mad God.
Oh, they're trying to go for Mario. Will the LSUD be able to disengage?
There's the Ignite onto K. He will try to back off. The potions he's chugging down will help him survive.
What a beautiful flash taunt there from Mad God. The maximum extension on his taunt. And man, they just dive Ben so aggressively. And Shen, Stand United, the global pressure, you were able to respect it. Strength in numbers, like you said.
Yes, strength in numbers. Wait, how do you say it again?
Walang malakas sa marami.
Walang malakas sa marami.
Yeah, it shows right there. Having that Shen, Stand United, the numbers advantage working in the favor of the LSUD. And that's what they have to do. They need to play around their lead. They need to get this Vayne to an even better position to carry them if they want to come back in the series.
And you're talking about the fact that this is the South Conference Series Finals. You want to be crowned one of the champions, and you're shot at representing us in the LICC here, the LCL. But let's see, so far, kill score 2-5. Not much of a difference here, but let's not ignore the fact that Wigato is having a good time here.
All in!
All in onto Arcman, gets the Ignite, the Shockwave will connect. Great timing from MNM, pops the stasis, but here comes K, popping out his flash. Same with NMM, causing the Abyssal Voyage. Here comes the top Kench, but not going to do much here, so more of a signal to back off for the LCD Green Patriots.
Yeah, both mid laners coming up with their trap cards right there. They both call in their supports all the way from the bot lane, but in the end, no kills happening, and that stopwatch really came in clutch for MNM to avoid the follow-up damage coming from Arcmon's Hemo Plague. Very well played.
And when you're talking about the timing that the Orianna did with that stasis plus the Shockwave, well timed here, trying to delay some of the damage, and I guess in the long run, even though Sbanya is still showing us that they have what it takes to be crowned one of the champions, one of the strongest teams in the South Conference.
Yeah, but we can't discount that DLSUD are in a position to win here. They have a mid Vayne.
Oh god.
Still 100% kill participation if they're able to get Wigato to the point where he's just so in that late game zone as Vayne. Vayne's one of those champions you can see that can just practically 1v5. But she has to reach that point. It's very critical that Wigato hits his lane, but Zagak in the mid lane.
Oh, looks like a taste of their own medicine. This is going to be a repeat though for Arcman, getting again a good kill onto MNM. The fact that forcing out your summoners is a dead clean target onto the mid lane, because when you're talking about no summoners available, that's a plain signal for a Kha'Zix to just jump in and get the kill.
Yeah, and that was a great move around Vision as well, with no wards being placed by UPLB. Asta making full use of his camouflage right there. He was able to get the maximum range and really gap close versus the Orianna. And like you mentioned, no summoners, no Shockwave available yet. he will go down, and that gives Arcmon so much pressure in the mid lane.
And when you're talking about the mid lane matchup, it's a Vladimir we're talking about. Oh, look at that headbutt for the turret range. K will not be surviving here. Dash just punishes K. But look at Wiggito going for a tower dive here. Flashes away from the aggro and the taunt. Turning around the 5-4. UPLB Spanish. We see Asta responding onto Dash. The taunt does connect. Wiggito gets taken on by Dash. But here goes Arcmon. Where's the Hemo Blade? Shockwave. Where is it? I don't see it connecting. 2 members. Okay, there's a 2-member Shockwave onto DLSUD, but Madcon is very low in health, trying to back away, gets stunned, and gives the double to MNM.
What a turnaround by UPLB with the Zenith Blade putting you behind your target. That was such a great headbutt by Dash. Great understanding of the game, knowing Leona would end up there. He pushes it into tower range. And with his Stand United not being used on Wiggito, this left safety for this Vayne to go aggressive, and that was such a well-played skirmish by UP Los Baños.
And with that said, maybe the Ocean Drake may be taken away by DLSUD for the play there, but for UP Los Baños, they have more control, seeing how they're not that far behind, but it's the fact that we're talking about Kha'Zix, and I can really say that Kha'Zix is going to be a huge threat compared to a Xingqiu or a Tahm Kench, because they have a Vayne. One, as I like to call it, a tank shredder.
Yeah, definitely. Vayne is one of those 80 carries that destroys tanks, given that her Silver Balls deals that true damage, just helps her take down these tanky members. And with Tahm Kench not having any real gap closers, the Vayne will be able to kite him forever. And once Xin Zhao burns his Audacious Charge, Vayne can just condemn him back, and you're just gonna get kited for days, and you're not gonna be able to take down Wiggito. But Wiggito, like we mentioned, he needs to get to that stage where he can just kite forever. He's still not there. Even though he was up those 3 kills, all these skirmishes happening, he did die. So he's getting set back by quite a bit.
And when you're talking about with this Tahm Kench being kited by this Vayne, and this Vayne going for the very...
Talk about kiting!
MNM pops the heal. He'll be surviving for now. But going back to what I was saying with the Vayne, and for Wiggito, obviously this Vayne is going to get the Infinity Edge, the Static Shift, and the Rapid Fire Cannon. But at this point, I don't think Bork is a bad option here, especially for a Tahm Kench or the Alistar.
Yeah, but it goes both ways on a Vayne. If you go for that on-hit build with the Blade of the Ruined King, you're sacrificing the burst that's provided by that critical damage build. And looking at the items from both AD carries, it's still a Tear of the Goddess and a Sheen onto Benz. He won't deal as much DPS as his Vayne. Oh, for UPLB, they need to avoid fights, but there's a gang!
Ooh, look at that stealthy play! That is so sneaky for DLSUD, but without a doubt, that's going to be MNM responding with a Shockwave, but looks like Slade will be fending up 3 members, flashes over that wall, gets the immunity shield from his ult, gets the pulverize for Dash for a disengage. They do not want to risk it anymore. The lead that they gave towards DLSUD is showing right now.
Yeah, and what, Deru?
Gonna eat it up, but no, goes under the hood on this one.
Yeah, he can't drink that much blood, unfortunately. But looking at the leads here, the gold is still fairly even with the gold, with the kill lead, I should say, going to DLSUD. The gold has evened out, so UPLB, they've managed this deficit quite well, I should say.
And when you're talking about deficit so far, I mean, UPLB, they're not that far behind. Not of a really definite gold lead here. Oh, what's this? Ooh, that would be the barrage. Missing Asta by a hairline. Very close call for Asta there.
I don't think that would actually have taken him down if it did land.
Oh, they were dancing around this blue golem.
They're trying to take down his blue. It is taking them so much time, finally.
The Asta Smite takes it away and secures it. And without a doubt, the Ocean Drake is still up for grabs here, but not a priority for DLSUD or UP Los Baños.
Yeah, I think the next fight will be very crucial for both teams because Stand United is now up. If UPLB pull the trigger on the fight, they need to respect that ability coming from the Shen because we've seen teams not work properly around that global pressure and they give in and they get punished going for an all-in. The Shen comes in and then your entire engage is just shut down.
Obviously, because this Shen is something that DLSUD will use against UP Los Baños. Have a taste of their own medicine compared to Game 1.
Like you said, walang malakas sa marami.
Yeah, walang malakas sa marami.
Yeah, it works. It works that way. Shen works that way. He helps his team out. He's a good ninja.
And so far, when you're talking about global pressure, I think for DLSUD, they also have this Leona and the Kazakhs for some cleanup potential because the Leona tends to really have a annoying, very annoying CC lockdown because you can be locked down by this Leona for at least 4 seconds or 5, depending on how you time it.
Yeah, I have to agree with you. Leona is one of those supports where your mindset when playing her has to be, I get in the team fight and I stay in the team fight. I will annoy the hell out of you once I'm in your face. But, oh, Dash really get caught out.
Gets the stun. Yeah, when you talk about the Leona, she has 4 skills. 1, 2, 3 skills. 3 skills that can actually lock down the champions here. Where the stun from the Zephyr Blade. Wait, the Q is the stun. And the Zephyr Blade stun also, plus the ultimate. Provides so much.
Alright, there is an all-in in the mid lane.
Oh my god, stunning is just enough though for Eminem to survive Arkman. And that's going to be a trade-off here. Looks like Eminem is not having a good time.
Yeah, he's definitely getting camped in this mid lane. He still does not have his flash. So DLSUD, they're doing the right thing, constantly trying to punish Orianna, given that she is an immobile champ. But whoa, bot lane!
Oh, that's going to be a very delayed flash there. And should have respected that Vayne.
Yeah, and just a great all-in, flexing their muscles, showing off their lead. And man, the lockdown coming from Leona's Shield of Daybreak, really just great.
Oh, it's called Shield of Daybreak. Thank you.
Yes, Leona's Q is called Shield Daybreak.
Zephyr Blade for the E.
It's Zenith Blade.
Oh, Zenith. I was thinking of Garena, maybe.
Yeah, China's W is Zephyr, so bit of trivia for you out there.
And thanks for that. And so far, with that being said, looks like DLSUD, Green Patriots, will be getting their first break of the game, followed by, ooh, look at that, another turret for their scoreboard here.
Yeah, DLSUD, they're beginning to run away with this game because they're constantly punishing Eminem in the mid lane. They didn't have that wave clear option, so they were able to chip down the outer turrets. And now, 2 turrets to 1 lead, the map is opened up for DLSUD. They're going to begin rotating Wigato around the map, try and take more of these towers down, try to go for more of these skirmishes because at this stage in the game, the members of UPLB have not scaled yet, so it just lets DLSUD dictate the pace and the flow of the game, really.
And the next rank will be Infernal, so when you're talking about dictating how the game should flow out,
yeah,
leave it to DLSUD. They have the lead, they have the power in their hands. They have the greatest asset they have, the greatest tool will be Wigato in the Flash. We're just going to see 3 members collapsing here. Backs off.
Fight. Wigato is on the opposite side of the map, though.
That's a typical behavior of a Vayne. Wants to go for the flag. I have Final Power. I have Invisibility. I can do it. And let's see if they will be the ones
way up top lane, though,
to do it here. But yeah, he'll just be going for pressure. But
if UPLB want to fight now,
they should fight now. But that's going to be a bad call. Here comes Slade, closing the gap, denying Asta's engager. He goes for yourself, gets escape. Flash perfect Asta, but look at UP Los Baños using their asset here. Extended team fight is their thing. Abyssal Voyage for the escape perhaps, but that's going to be more cleanup here.
UPLB are cleaning up, but look at the top lane. Wigato is split pushing fairly hard. They will be able to pick up K, but with that being said, Wigato, he's split pushing in the top lane. This Vayne getting solo gold, getting solo XP, getting so much resources.
Uh-oh, Asta! Oh, misses the tongue lash. I love that kind of plays to Asta with the
I think he's out.
He's out. He's in the safe. He's in the clear. Great job by Asta there for at least dodging the tongue lash.
That's very frustrating for your opponents when you're flashing your mastery badge and you get away and live. That could be a tilter for UPLB.
And that is the confidence that UPLB is bringing into this game. So far, the deficit right now they're facing, they don't see it as a disadvantage. They see it as a challenge.
You know, I really like that Asta has the audacity and the confidence to still flash his mastery badge even though they are down 0-2 in the series.
Perhaps this could be their winning game. I mean, this is match point, but when you're staring death in the eye, you just want to smile and laugh and try and test, you know, one of the...
living on the edge.
Living
like
on the
a true
edge.
daredevil.
Oh, let's see though. Baron will be live. Oh, it's live right now. I wonder, can they go for it though? That's so risky, but
they do have a Fed Vayne.
Oh, what? Yeah, they do have a Fed Vayne.
Yeah, but looking at the game, it has slowed down a bit. I think DLSUD, they're looking for opportunities to try and go for an engage. But with UPLB being grouped up when moving around the map, it's going to be very tricky for them to go for any sort of initiation. And for UPLB, if they do opt to pull the trigger, Stand United is now available again, so they need to watch that critical cooldown.
And you have to watch out for the timing here when you're going for contests, especially a 50-50 Baron.
Yeah, definitely. Both teams, they seem to be just hovering around the mid lane. Like you said, Baron is up. They are setting up towards that Baron dance where both teams will just constantly fight for mid priority. And what that is pushing the minion wave in. If you're able to shove the lane of minions towards the enemy team, it will allow you to set vision around the Baron area. And that's generally what comprises a Baron dance. Those are the steps.
Those are the steps, and
it's a dance. There are steps to a dance.
There are steps to a dance, but there are also mistakes that can happen, and you can end up stepping on your foot. So that should
That's where you practice.
I mean, can you practice when you're pressured in the Baron pit? Because see how they're rushing the pit right now.
Look at those pop final hour for some reason.
Oh yeah.
Cool.
I wonder why though.
For mid priority, I mean the Baron dance.
Oh wait, that's actually a crucial ultimate gone, but oh god, they did get spotted out. They were spotted by the True Shot Barrage.
Oh, the Solar Flare!
God, Solar Flare goes into Eminem. That's gonna be them very close to death though. Trying to back away, he does survive. But Asta going in.
You got Wigato!
Oh, they got Wigato, but Asta's going in hard. That's a close call. But with that said, 3 members down for the count.
Can they go for more?
They want more. They're going for a tower dive. Artman gets the chop.
That might be Baron. What a huge win for UPLB. They instantly took down Wigato, and like you said, the final hour being burned by Vayne, that's less safety for her. And man, UPLB turning it up. They're gonna break this game wide open now.
Oh my god, the Baron uncontested. Let's look at the death timers here.
I don't think they can challenge this Volta.
They can't challenge what they know here in this Baron pit, so let's see. 2,000, 1,000, that's gonna be the Baron. 4.
Okay, note here, the engage happens onto Eminem. This is a great solar flare by K, but Daru on this Tahm Kench, he's able to save the Orianna from all that burst because he devoured him. And Wigato, being in the midst of all this, gets clipped by the shockwave, and without final hour, not flashing away as well from that. With the Fed member being down, there's no more DPS from the comp of DLSUD, and that allows UPLB to clean up the rest of this fight.
Oh my god. When you thought that confidence would be your winning condition to boost your risks, that's going to be the downfall for the LSUD. Popping a mistake, perhaps it was a mistake to pop that final hour. We'll see.
Yeah, let's see. Oh, here we go again.
So far, will not connect first stun. There is the Simon Pool there. Oh, the shockwave onto one member.
Here comes Wigato.
Wigato going in for the final hour, gets the free hit, not being touched at all, going for the good target. Oh my god, they're picking up each member one by one, and Wigato gets the free hit he wants. And perhaps 4 members down, this could be the turnaround for the Green Patriots.
What a great way to retaliate after giving up a team fight and after giving up Baron as well. UPLB, they split up. Slime was off split pushing in the bot lane, and that gave a numbers advantage to the members of DLSUD. And with that being said, they win a team fight, and now they're gonna knock on the inhibitor turret in the top lane.
Oh my god, that's good. That's the one thing that UPLB does not want to happen, but let's look at the replay here.
Look at this, the members of UPLB are split up, even with the teleport coming in. Wigato just wreaks havoc on the members of UPLB, and now he has his final hour, and that just means the death of all of UPLB. I mean, look at the cleanup right here, easy pickings.
Easy pickings and possibly the win conditions for the Green Patriots in this game 3.
That's confidence right there. I mean, right before that fight happened, they gave up a team fight. They gave up the Baron. But with their confidence, they went in. They saw the numbers advantage. I mean, a 3v5 is very, very difficult to win. And DLSUD, they recognize that. They went for it. They go for broke. And it nets them top inhibitor tower. Very well played.
Very well played. And also, to close in that gold gap. So we can see that, oh, a Rage Blade has been completed by Wigato.
Yeah,
Disaster.
UPLB, they are gonna try to use the remaining Baron buff on their team. Gonna try and get some turrets here and there that will time out very soon though. They still need to be very careful of the Leona engage happening.
Oh, things are kind of looking a bit too obvious here for the LSUD. UPLB being a bit too predictable.
Tower is fairly low. I think they're gonna get this.
And he took it away. 5 turrets scored to 5. The Patriots still on the ropes here, but they still have a good chance that they can take away Green.
Yeah, okay. For the next team fight, Wigato has a massive, and I mean massive, target on his back, because if this Vayne doesn't go down in an extended team fight, there is absolutely no fight that UPLB can win.
And not just that, when Wigato is not touched at all or just left to wreak havoc, oh my god, UPLB will be losing that clash. They have to prioritize Wigato.
Yeah, they have to toss everything, including the
Abyssal Voyage for the escape here for UP Los Baños. Great use of tools, but let's see. The Infernal Drake is the next Drake here.
That was very scary for them as well. If Tom Kench's Abyssal Voyage didn't go off, if they were able to close the gap, that could have meant the game for DLSUD. So UPLB, they're playing with a bit of fire here.
Let's hope that they don't get burned, because this is their match point. And they want to do anything to try and secure their championship as fast as they can. But when you're talking about this Vayne on Wigato, it's just a ticking time bomb, because look at the amount of CS that this Vayne has compared to the Ezreal.
Yeah, already 100, nearing 100. I mean, yeah, close to that point. But with that being said, the Vayne is nearing her late game very fast. Already 3 items completed, and Vayne as an AD carry just out DPS's Ezreal by a lot.
And when you're talking about an Ezreal, that's not more of an ADC or marksman, more of a caster type marksman, you would say, because we tend to always depend on Ezreal's Q for his main damage. But look at the items that Ezreal's running. Frozen Gauntlet. Oh boy, not Trinity Force. That's a lot of damage. Gauntlet.
It does give him more utility though to kite back during these team fights, because
but he has the Borg, so is that needed?
I'd say it's okay, because
it's kind of redundant, would you say?
it is a fed Vayne though, so having that extra armor will help you just a bit. Just by a little bit.
So great choice there for Benz here. Let's hope that that will be enough for him to survive.
His such a ward. It's very scary.
Really waiting for the right time to go in and get the spotlight on himself.
Yeah, of course, when you're playing Vayne, one of the mindsets you'd want to have is, I'm creating a montage where I need to look good and look cool doing this.
Oh god.
Because he's just one of those classic champions!
Oh my god, that's gonna be a montage there. He gets the
still
shield.
alive!
He's alive! He gets the, oh, not too long. That's gonna be Slay taking out Wigato. So much for montages. UP Los Baños trying to turn around the fight here. Takes out the highest priority. Asta is gone. Wigato too. Matt gone. It will buy some time here, but look at that. Eminem will be their main damage. Same with Slay here.
Yeah, I mean, Wigato, he sat on the ward, not respecting the amount of CC and engage coming from UP Los Baños, but with Wigato down, the most fed member on DLSUD, what can UPLB take here? There's Baron, there's Infernal Drake, there's towers from DLSUD's base. They're gonna try and knock down the mid inhibitor tower.
My god, that will be the mid. Oh dear, that's gonna be carelessness and complacency in play here for the Green Patriots. Excelsior will be taking away.
Oh, I think we're gonna see a fight.
Oh wait, he's alive here. Maybe this could be their turnaround.
Man, Project Vayne looks so cool.
Oh, that's gonna be slaying. Trying to buy some time, trying to get around here. But Asta,
Okay.
oh god, teleport incoming.
We're gonna see a fight!
They're not gonna let UP Los Baños escape here, starting a fight in their favor. Wigato gets backed up, but he just joins in the fight, just like that. Slay takes down
Look at Wigato!
Asta. Wigato just kites him for days. Double kill for Slay, but he does get taken down, and this is the time for Wigato to shine.
Oh, he's cleaning up here. Only the squishes remain.
Oh my god, look at the damage, getting the triple.
Oh, Benz. I don't think you're gonna escape, my friend.
Oh, and that is going to be an ace. Oh my god, looks like
There's so much back and forth.
Green Patriots, maybe this could be their game. Death timers are like 8-70 seconds. They could go for the Baron first.
Yeah, they can take anything they want. No members of UPLB are alive to contest. And let's look at this fight. The disengage. Oh, this is actually a different fight. It was Wigato sitting on the ward. And so much aggression and damage coming from UPLB. Even with all the shielding onto Wigato, he isn't able to survive, unfortunately. So, as the back end of this fight happens, just without the Fed Vayne, it allows UPLB's carries to just DPS down the members of DLSUD and clean up this fight.
And I guess for maybe the complacency from Wigato maybe shaped out the future for Green Patriots in this game 3. Match point. I mean, when you're at match point and you're this relaxed, why not?
I mean, as an AD carry, one of the key defining factors of a good one is oh, we're headed on our replay. Okay, this is the failed disengage from UPLB, and look at Wigato. No threat onto him at all. Even with all that CC landing, there's practically no real damage going over to the Vayne. And that's just a recipe for disaster for UPLB.
And look how the lockdown for the Leona saves Wigato's life, continue to chunk down Slane. And with that said, at the cost of Leona's life, they win that clash.
Yeah, definitely hashtag worth there for the support. And Wigato just absolutely wrecks them in this team fight. Just no escape. Yeah, great. Okay, now with DLSUD having this much of an advantage at this stage in the game, the Vayne and Vladimir have scaled onto the late game.
Yeah, when you're talking about scaling to the late game, when you're talking about scaling towards the late game in the sense that the Green Patriots, they're trying their best to come back when they had a really bad start. Because when you're talking about the fact that they have 2 Infernal Drakes, the Baron is taken away. It was taken away by Green Patriots right now?
Yeah, they did take Baron.
Oh my god, the next trick is the Elder. This is going to be momentum in the side for the LSU, that's Marinas.
Yeah, UPLB, they really need to pick that perfect window of opportunity to go for an engage. But Wigato, he now has Guardian Angel. That's one more layer of life. One more lifeline for Wigato to lean on, because
a second chance.
Yeah, a second chance. And if he messes up his positioning slightly like during that previous team fight, it might spell disaster for DLSUD, but he does have that other lifeline.
He also has the Stand United and the Solari, so
he has a lot of lifeline.
He always had a safe line here. And what more, let's say, more security would you want than a Shen watching your back?
Yeah, definitely. I have to agree that having that Stand United will allow Wigato to play a bit more freely, knowing Mad God has his back.
Okay, they're almost 35 minutes into the game. Things are heating up. Match point right now for the South Conference Series. Los Baños trying their best to fend up the waves, but they have the Baron. So Green Patriots, I wonder how they can secure this game against Excelsior.
Yeah, they're gonna want to start a team fight where they
oh my god,
land.
This is a huge moment for Green Patriots.
I think we're gonna see a fight fairly soon.
I'm just gonna watch out for Wigato here. Wigato, and the fact that Slane will be the hard engage into the comp for the Green Patriots. So I think,
yeah, this is so intense, Volkan. I mean, both teams just playing on the edge here. Whoever pulls the trigger first might come out on top.
And not just the trigger, but also cleaning up the field. We're talking about the Kazakhs and Vayne. That's more than enough to strike fear onto the hearts of Excelsior, because they're facing a match point, and if they give a point to Green Patriots, so many things can go on. They could possibly lose the momentum and possibly the whole series here for the finals, but leave it to UP Los Baños. They're more experienced than that. They'll try and defend this incoming wave, but great job for the Green Patriots going back into the game.
Yeah, the top lane inhibitor is open if DLSUD opt to push down the rest of this wave. Baron buff did just time out for them, so that's more breathing room for UPLB. Benz, he has to be very careful stepping in front of his entire team.
God, they're all clumped up. Oh, things are looking pretty tense.
We need to look for Eminem Shockwave. That might be the thing that determines the outcome of this game. Eminem, take matters into your own hands, my friend.
Oh, looks like the ball is on the floor. Nearing Cade.
Here we go!
Engage, and the two-man knock-up, and there will be a huge mayhem, but Eminem secures that shockwave. Survives here, takes down the Asta. Arkman's very low, but looking at Wigato, he is close to getting
Oh my god, Wigato!
but he's surviving with the lives. The plus he has the Guardian Angel.
This might
Two
be
members
it.
down, Slane's very low. He gets taken down by Wigato for the triple kill. Four members down for the count, quadra kill for Wigato, and possibly the screenshot.
Oh!
The ace for Green Patriots.
It gets stolen away from them. That was Wigato's montage moment, but even with that pentacle getting denied, that will mean DLSUD mounting possibly a comeback, and they will knock down the Nexus turrets, and now it's 2-1 Vulcan.
Who needs a pentakill montage when you secure a game at match point? Green Patriots takes away game 3. Now we'll be moving on to game 4.
Man, that game, that was very back and forth up until the end. Both teams really trying to claw their way. There's the retaliation. We see DLSUD win a fight, then we see UPLB win a fight, then back and forth, back and forth. That was insane.
It was a tug of war and a test of patience and endurance, but to sum it all up, Green Patriots will be giving us a game 4. We'll be moving on to that after a short break, but let's see. Again, we're still at match point here for UP Las Bañas. We'll see. Could this be again the last game?
The reverse sweep?
Maybe the reverse sweep too. We'll be seeing after the short break. You just watched the Garena Load Collegiate League Summer 2017. My name is Vulcan, and with me is Chisto. Brought to you by Lenovo. Challenge what you know, and see you after the break. Barrier and the heal is in play. Wigato survives that engage. Flash burn by K. That will be oh my god, 3 members collapsing on the UP Las Bañas, but the first one will be going for the Green Patriots.
Everyone's
goes
here.
in for the flash, gets the kill onto K. Meanwhile, a teleport did happen. We see Matt up there, but his sacrifice will not be in vain here. Buying some time for Wigato on this phase. Comes the heal on MNF. He's very slow. He has the red buff, has the slow. One more so gets escape. Flash perfect Asta, but look at UP Las Bañas using their asset here. Extended team fight is their thing. Abyssal Void for the screens perhaps, but that's going to be more clean up here.
UPLB are cleaning up, but look at the top lane. Wigato is split pushing fairly hard. They will be able to take a run.
Oh, the Solar Flare! God! Solar Flare goes into Eminem. That's going to be them very close to death though. Trying to back away. He does survive, but Asta going here.
You got Wigato!
Oh, they got Wigato, but Asta's going in hard. That's a close call. But with that said, 3 members down for the count.
They go for more.
They want more. They're going for a downward dive. Arkman gets the shot.
That might be Baron. What a huge
alive. He's alive. He gets the, oh, not too long. That's going to be Slane taking out Wigato. So much more montages. UP Las Bañas trying to turn around the fight here. Takes out the high priority. Asta is gone. Wigato too. Matt gone. It will buy some time here, but look at that. Eminem will be their main damage. Same with Slane here.
We're gonna see a fight!
Yeah, they're not gonna let UP Las Bañas escape here, starting a fight in their favor. Wigato gets backed up, but he just goes to the fight, just like that. Slane takes down
Wigato!
Wigato just kites it for days. Double kill for Slane, but he does get taken down, and this is the time for Wigato to shine.
Oh, he's cleaning up here. Only the squishes remain.
Oh my god, look at the damage, getting triple.
Oh, Benz. I don't think you're gonna escape, my friend.
Oh, and that's going to be it.
Here we go!
Engage, and the 2-man knock, and there will be a huge mayhem, but Eminem secures that shockwave, survives here, takes down the Asta. Arkman's very low, but looking at Wigato, he is close to
oh my god, Wigato!
But he's surviving with the lives, the plus he has. The Guardian Angel.
This might be it.
Down, Slane's very low. He gets taken down by Wigato. Corner triple kill. 4 members down for the count. Quadra kill for Wigato. And possibly the screenshot.
Oh!
The ace for Green Patriots.
It gets stolen away from them. That was going to knock down the Nexus turret. And now it's 2-1 Vulcan.
Who needs a pentakill montage when you secure a game at match point? Green Patriots takes away game 3. Now we'll be moving on to game 4.
Man, that game. That was very back and forth.
Not enough Garena shells to buy the latest League of Legends skin? On sale now? Get shells anytime, anywhere with your Globe or Touch mobile number. Go to gamer.com.ph and sign up with your mobile number and enter the verification code you will receive via SMS. Log in and choose the game and pin you want. Check out to purchase the pin with your load or through your postpaid account and receive the pin on your phone instantly. Never miss a sale on your favorite League of Legends skins and champions with Gamer.